Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 19th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I review SPY S&P 500 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is actually suitable for you. All right, let's jump right over to the charts and see what we see here. And I'll right quick on the quarterly chart, zoom in a little bit here. We're getting a red quarter. We did a reversal at this resistance 1 level. On the monthly chart, we are getting our red month that we kind of expected at that resistance 1 level. Also now here on the weekly chart, we have gotten confirmation to the downside and a good down week. We almost bounced at a support 2 level on the monthly pivots. This should be monthly pivots. That's what you see and all. And on the daily chart, right quick, we did slide. This was a big slide this week. These are weekly pivots, and we came all the way down to a support 3 level. This was an option expiration week also. So this was really pretty big for this week. So again, it was just let me just leave it at this. This is pretty big for this week, And is it really time to buy the dip? We'll take a closer look and see what I think about that. Let me go ahead and maximize this and start looking at the individual charts, I'll tell you what I think about that. Right now, with the quarter chart reversing right where we would expect it to reverse, I had a zone. There was an R1. We've been down and we've been going down for the last few weeks. We're still kind of okay for the bull market in my opinion, because on the monthly chart, what I just switched over here to right quick, we are still above the 10. The only thing that I don't like here on this monthly chart is that we have wiped out all of last month on the SPY. We're below the low of last month. We are still above the pivot. These are quarterly pivots and all. On this chart, I do expect us to stay above that. That's the only thing that's going to save face here. But we can come down to a support 1 level here because we got a few more days left in this month. The thing is, will we stay here and bounce? Maybe down on the weekly chart, we can see what's happening there. Again, let me zoom in a little bit. Right now, you can see that zone that I had up here. We got above an R1 last week. This week we obeyed one of my rules. Below pivot, stay below pivot, and all is again, these are monthly pivots and all. So we we blew right through a support 1. Didn't quite make it to a support 2 level and all. We are at a level where this market, in my opinion, if I have 3 candles like this, I almost call it it's kind of like it was kind of resting a little bit. It was basing this week and then went up. It based this week, then it went up. And now on this red side, it based a little bit, then it went down. Are we going to get a little slowdown here before we go down any more? Because again, I think this market can come all the way down here to 4,200. We might come all the way down to a monthly support 3 level. I don't know. If I don't get a confirmation candle, if I don't get a reversal candle next week I do expect us to continue to the downside. Is it, in my opinion, time to buy the dip? Looking at switching over to the daily chart, we have just got a crossover with the 10 crossing over the 50. This is when the big guys and the big money computers start panicking. This is their panic point. We've lost total control. We can no longer support this market, we are at the point where we expect everybody, or is it that we are at the point where we expect everybody else to start dumping their stuff and we need them to buy while we are selling, and this thing can come down even lower and it can come down as low as, again, here that 4,200, just above 4,200. We have a gap down here that might want to be filled and all, and that'll put us down here at a support 2 level on these weekly pivots. I'll show you these are weekly pivots for next week. Next week, are we going to be? We will be starting out below pivot, and how low will we go? That's the only question in my mind. Is it time to buy the dip? Not in my opinion, unless you see something else based on your plan, based on your strategies. Maybe you see something, but based on my plan, based on my strategies, I do not see anything to tell me to buy at this time. And that's all I really want to share. Again, this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.